Okay, this is going to be part 2 to the MCA Startup, and the main focus around this video is going to be presentation. Now, presentation is very important when it comes down to your business. It can make or break your business because you have to remember this is your business, so it's your responsibility. Now, the first point in this video I'm going to touch on is going to be your online presentation, meaning your social medias and the whole 9 yards. You want to make sure that you're promoting yourself a certain way online, which means you don't want to be connected to any type of negativity. So if you have a Facebook and you know it's a whole bunch of negative stuff on there, either clean it up or get a separate Facebook, because you don't want to associate that with your business, because that could cause you to lose a lot of signups. So make sure you do that. Now, the next thing is your consistency. How consistent are you with your marketing methods? Meaning, are you posting on a regular basis? Because there could be somebody, a lot of people don't sign up right away. Some people will watch you for a month or two just to see how serious you are, how consistent you are about your business. They could be sitting back, the first month and be like, well, I'm going to, wait and see what she or he, does and how serious they are. And if they see you're serious about the business, they're like, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign up under this person because, they seem like, they're consistent, they know what they're doing in the whole 9 yards. Which is another point I want to touch on is your knowledge. You want to be knowledgeable about the company and everything. So when you are posting, you know what you're talking about, which I'm really going to get into another video, but this video is just focused on presentation. Now, next type of presentation I'm going to talk about is offline presentation, meaning your appearance, your presentation in person. So when you're talking to a person in person, you want to make sure you're well put together, you're well groomed, make sure you got your chapstick and everything, because if you're trying to talk to a person about your business and you looking crazy, they really not going, honestly, they're not going to be listening to anything you're saying because they're going to be so busy looking at how crazy you look. So you want to make sure you're well put together, you want to make sure you're presentable, and your verbal, your speech, you want to make sure that you are able to communicate with a person in a certain type of way, which means you don't want to be using a whole bunch of curse words and slang when you're talking to a person about business. Now, if you're doing any personal life, that's you, do you by all means. But when you're talking to somebody about business, you want to make sure that you kind of clean up your language a little bit. So if you are used to cursing and using slang in your personal life, try to work on not using that as much, because if you're talking to somebody and you're used to using that type of language, it's very easy to slip. You see what I'm saying? You could be talking and slip and just use a curse word and the whole thing goes another way, you could lose a sale. So really try to work on that. And like I said, your knowledge. If you're talking to somebody in person, you should be able to answer their questions. So if somebody asks you what's MCA, you should be able to immediately answer back and tell them what MCA is. All this is very important, so your presentation means a lot, because your presentation, if you have a negative presentation, that's the type of downline you're going to get and attract, So you don't want people in your downline that's going to be negative, or I think this is a scam, or I'm not making no money because I posted one ad and no money came in. You don't want those people to be type of people in your downline. You do not want those negative people in your downline, because those are people that quit. And when people quit, you get a charge back, which I'm really going to touch on in another video. So you want to make sure that you have yourself together so this does not happen. Make sure, you're going to clean up your Facebook, social media, Instagram, all that. Make sure all of that is together. So after all that has been said, if you haven't already signed up with MCA, go ahead and click the link in the description box and get started.